The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, called it the 26. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
You look at this Jaguar defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Rodgers now to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, that's one way, and a good way to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Throwing now is Rodgers. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Jaguars are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, ETN once more. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. The Jaguars at 9-4 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. When you talk about this Jets defense, they're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Another run by Bigsby. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now Lawrence. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Rodgers. And he'll find Hall. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Rodgers going to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And now the rookie's free. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no run back forthcoming. So this will come out to the... Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hall again. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Rodgers. This is caught. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick six. They'll run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Rip, 23.
Duvernay in motion. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. From the gun, Bigsby. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
All right, let's go.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Okay, ready? Hey, Silver.
They'll get it in the hands of their receiver, Hopkins. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
But not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Red on red. Go, let's go. Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
They'll run with Etienne. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Straight ahead, Etienne. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now Lawrence to throw. A short throw to Ingram, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Dancing to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. A final shot before half for Rodgers. This one deep for Wilson. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the 2nd half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Go, go. 11.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Open man is Duvernay. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Hey, Lion. Silver.
Here's Lawrence. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Hey, easy.
The slot man in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
All right, let's go.
On play action, Lawrence. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Hey, hey, hey. 11.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Steps away. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a smart, magical spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Kamara try the right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost
Men's on 2nd and 14. Here's Rodgers to throw. Works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on E!
Reload! Hey, run! Here we go, sir.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On red.
Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Hey, Lion!
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready. Red 23. Here we go.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. His sixth rushing touchdown on the year, number 8 overall. And the Jaguars are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
The extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Trayvon Walker in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Rodgers to throw once more. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Touchdown Jets. Dawson Knox. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And that's caught at the 2. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll look to ETN to start things out to the 43, 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8.
Hey, easy. Route.
And they'll go again with ETN. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Lawrence to throw.
Now that's a killer because you think you get it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a 1st down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
You're exactly right. Looked like a 4 sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turned. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. ETN up the middle. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, run. Here we go, son.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, here's ETN. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Jacksonville, it's a 10-point